Good morning class. Today in this video we are going to learn the literature portion, and in that we are going to learn poem first, and that poem is named as The Lotus. In this poem we are going to learn how lotus has emerged as the most beautiful flower of India. Along with that, it is also considered as, I think, the national flower of India. Even my son knows it. Okay, so let us begin with our poem. This poem is a very interesting one. Please read this poem. I think the content of this poem is not available to you as of now. We've not started the first chapter of English literature, and that is Alice in the Wonderland, Down the Rabbit Hole. By the time we get the content, the reading material of that chapter, we'll be completing the poem, The Lotus. In this poem, we'll be learning some new things, and it is very interesting to read this poem. So please be very attentive. So let us begin. Okay, now here in this poem there are some few important things which you need to know about this poem. Firstly, let me read you aloud this poem so that you get to know what is this poem all about. Okay, so let us begin. Welcome once again to Surbhi's classes, English classes. Okay. Love came to Flora asking for a flower. This is a poem which I have got from the internet. Kindly download this and read it again and again so that you get to know what is the exact poem. Then only you will understand its summary very well. Okay. Love came to Flora asking for a flower that would of flowers be undisputed queen. The lily and the rose long had been rivals for that high honor. Full stop. अच्छा, now first of all let me tell you in brief about this poem. इस poem के बारे में and about this poet. Okay, so here we have a poet which is named as Toru Dutt. She is actually a poetess, and she has written this poem in a very beautiful manner. You can read this poem, and if you count the number of lines of this poem, they are 14 in number. So this poem is a sonnet. Sonnet is the poem which has 14 lines in total. Now, in the first 8 lines, which we call as the ses, the 8 lines, which we call as the octet. Octet means 8. The question about who is going to be the most beautiful flower has been posed, has been asked. And in the next 6 lines, give me a flower as delicious and till that blows tak. That is all about the sestet. Sestet is a set of 6 lines in a poem, and that gives you the answer to the question which has been asked in the octet. मतलब ऐसा है कि पहली 8 लाइनें पोएम की एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हैं हमसे कि कौन सा फ्लावर होगा, एंड उसके बाद में जो नेक्स्ट 6 लाइन्स हैं पोएम की वो हमें आंसर बता रही हैं कि ये वाला होगा. वो कैसे होगा ये आप पोएम पढ़ेंगे तो आपको ईजिली पता चल जाएगा. So let us go by the line by line explanation of the same, then only you will understand. Okay, let us begin with love came to Flora asking for a flower. Love is the goddess of love. Aphrodite, goddess of love, came to Flora. Flora is flowers की goddess. वो उसके पास आती है पूछने के लिए कोई ऐसा flower that would of flowers be undisputed queen, जो कि flowers की एक बेताज बादशाह होगी. बादशाह नहीं, महारानी होगी. द लिली एंड द रोज लॉन्ग हैड बीन, जो इस क्वीन के लिए जो राइवल्स हैं वो कौन कौन है, लिली है और रोज है. राइवल्स फॉर दैट हाई ऑनर, इस ऑनर के लिए. कौन सा ऑनर, क्वीन के ऑनर के लिए. हु आर द राइवल्स, द लिली एंड द रोज फ्लावर. ओके, bards of power, bards are the poets जिनके पास पार है to sing up their claims, गाकर सुनाने के लिए. The rose can never tar like the pale lily with her Juno mane. It means the rose flower को तो हम कभी अनडिस्प्यूटेड क्वीन के पद से हटा ही नहीं सकते। वो तो इतना सुंदर है, इतना मैजेस्टिक है, इतना ब्यूटीफुल है कि वो तो कभी भी उस खिताब से हट ही नहीं सकता। But pale lily is yellow colored, or you can say it is pale white in color with a Juno mane। मतलब ये दोनों के competition में कौन first आएगा? Lily flower। But now the question arises, is the lily lovelier? क्या lily flower rose से ज़्यादा सुंदर है? Thus between the flower factions rang the strife in Psyche's bar। Flower factions are the group of flowers। उनके बीच में ये जंग छिड़ी हुई है, एक लड़ाई हो रही है कि इन दोनों के बीच में द रोज फ्लावर एंड द लिली फ्लावर के बीच में कौन सा फ्लावर विल बी द बेस्ट फ्लावर एंड हु विल बी द क्वीन ऑफ दोज फ्लावर्स। Now, this poet Toru Dutt is actually a very interesting one। अब इस poet की एक खासियत है, first of all she is a Bengali। Secondly, she has been born into an affluential family। बहुत rich family से belong करती हैं। Her father and mother they belong to upper class and they are all surrounded by servants of those times। Now, the thing to be noted here is she was of Christian origin। I mean not origin, she has adopted Christianity as her religion of those timings। Why? Because she was of great influence, she was in great influence due to the western culture and the westernized education she had received। जो उसने education receive की थी, बाहर रही, बंगाल से थी लेकिन बाहर रही, पढ़ी वहाँ पे उसने कुछ एजुकेशन रिसीव की, उसकी वजह से जो उसका माइंड सेट है, जो उसका एजुकेशन का लेवल है, वो वहाँ का ही हो गया है, वेस्टर्न कल्चर। But her mother and father they were actually true devotees of Hinduism। They used to read out scriptures aloud to her and those were like Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Vishnu Puran and all these which are being aired on television nowadays। You can watch a few of them। तो उसके इन सब चीज़ों का इसके ऊपर बहुत प्रभाव था, बहुत इफ़ेक्ट था। तो जिसकी वजह से जो इसका दिल था वो फिर भी हिंदुस्तानी था। ये वही वाली बात है, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। Though you've been staying away from your motherland for so many long years, but still आपका जो दिल है, it still is belonging to India, the motherland and your country, and वो दिल को आप change नहीं कर सकते। It was very similar to that। तो just because जो lotus flower है, that has a very high prestige, एक बहुत अच्छी position है हमारे हिंदू कल्चर में and especially in Indian culture। Why? Because in Hindu culture lotus is the फ्लावर जो कि गॉडेस का फ्लावर है। तो इन इंडियन कल्चर ऑल्सो दिस फ्लावर इज कंसिडर्ड एज द अनडिस्प्यूटेड क्वीन ऑफ ऑल फ्लावर्स। वाई? बिकॉज दिस हैज़ बीन चोजन एज द नेशनल फ्लावर ऑफ इंडिया। सो देर आर सम क्वालिटीज़ विच बिलोंग टू द लोटस फ्लावर। कुछ क्वालिटीज़ ऐसी हैं जो कि लोटस फ्लावर के लिए हैं, जो कि हमें पता चलती हैं कि इसकी वजह से इसको एक इतना बड़ा खिताब मिला है। ओके, गिव मी। अब फर्स्ट 8 लाइन्स कौन सी थी? लव केम टू फ्लोरा नंबर 1, दैट वुड ऑफ फ्लावर्स नंबर 2, द लिली एंड द रोज नंबर 3, राइवल्स ऑफ दैट हाई ऑनर नंबर 4, हैड संग देयर क्लेम्स नंबर 5, like the pale lily with a Juno mane 6th, but the lily is lovelier 7th, and flower factions in Psyche's bar 8th। तो इनके बीच में जंग छिड़ी हुई थी कि किसको हमने क्वीन बनाना है। अब फर्स्ट 8 लाइन्स इज नोन एज द ऑक्टेव, और उसमें तो क्वेश्चन राइज किया गया था। अब आते हैं, हम बात करते हैं नेक्स्ट 6 लाइन्स के लिए। अब उसमें उन्होंने क्या किया, एक सोल्यूशन पोज किया, और वो सोल्यूशन क्या है, प्लीज सी। गिव मी अ फ्लावर डिलिशियस एज द रोज। डिलिशियस का मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो खाने में सुंदर है या अच्छा है। डिलिशियस का मतलब इफ़ यू लुक एट रोज फ्लावर यू नो इट इज़ नोन फॉर इट्स ब्यूटी। पता है हमें कि वो खूबसूरती के लिए है, बहुत सुंदर है। तो वो कहती है कि वो मुझे ऐसा फ्लावर दो जो कि रोज़ की तरह ब्यूटिफुल हो, एंड स्टेटली एज द लिली इन हर प्राइड। प्राइड मीन्स अ मैजेस्टिक वन, गुरूर वाला। कौन सा फ्लावर? लिली की तरह हो। तो उसने कौन सा चूज किया? बट ऑफ व्हाट कलर? रोज रेड। लव फर्स्ट चूज। उस लव ने, जो लव गॉडेस थी, उसने कहा कि रोज रेड का फ्लावर चूज करते हैं हम। नो, देन शी सेड लिली वाइट। और बोथ प्रोवाइड. रोज रेड और लिली वाइट दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन करके मुझे एक फ्लावर दो. एंड द फ्लोरा, द गॉडेस ऑफ फ्लावर्स, गेव लव, द गॉडेस एफ्रोडाइट, गॉडेस ऑफ प्यार की जो मोहब्बत की गॉडेस थी, उसको कौन सा फूल दिया? लोटस. And the flora gave the lotus rose red dyed and lily white, a combination of both the flowers. That is why lily is of pink color, a mixture of red and a bit of white. The queenliest flower that blows, और ऐसा फ्लावर जो कि अब क्वीन है सारे फ्लावर्स की. तो it is born in कीचड़ में पैदा होता है लोटस. Irrespective of the fact where is it born, we can still observe the lotus is the most beautiful flower ever. Okay, chalo, let us come to the key points here. First of all, this poem is a sonnet. A poem sonnet means composed of 14 lines. Amalgamation, amalgamation होता है mixture, दो चीज़ों का जोड़, मिलन of eastern and western cultures. Lotus as the queen of flowers. चलो, लेट अस कम टू द ब्रीफ समरी. सबसे पहले बात करेंगे सोनेट के बारे में. सोनेट इज अ पोएम इन विच देर आर 14 लाइन्स. फर्स्ट 8 लाइन्स आर नोन एज द ऑक्टेव एंड नेक्स्ट 6 लाइन्स आर कॉल्ड एज सेस्टेट. 6 के लिए सेस्टेट एंड 8 के लिए ऑक्टेव. ओके, तो अब नेक्स्ट बात करते हैं तोरू दत्त, पोएटेस के बारे में. तोरू दत्त वॉज एन एजुकेटेड young woman who had traveled to Britain and France during her childhood because she was born in an affluential family. बहुत ज़्यादा अमीर फैमिली से थी, तो she had traveled a lot. And it is demonstrated in various works by Toru, including The Lotus. In the poem, a sonnet, a piece of poetry composed of 18 lines, Toru presents the idea that how lotus has been chosen the most beautiful of all flowers in order to establish superiority of the Hindu religion over other world religions. ये combination किसके ऊपर dependent है? हमारे हिंदू religion के ऊपर. The Lotus by Toru Dutt is a beautiful example of Petrarchan sonnet. Petrarchan होता है बिल्कुल पुराने टाइप का. In the opening lines we see a conflict between the rose and the lily flowers कि इन दोनों में से कौन queen बनेगा. The mythological goddess of love, Aphrodite, has come to Flora asking for a creation. Flora is the goddess of flowers, trees, leaves, fruits, everything. Has asked for a creation that would be seen as the new undisputed queen of all flowers. Love came to Flora asking for a flower that would be undisputed queen. Okay, both the rose and the lily use their bards of power to attempt to win this title. The rose will never tower like the pale lily. वो तो ऐसा झुकेगा नहीं जैसे लिली झुकती है. But in the next line, the author wonders if this truly makes the lily a lovelier flower. लेकिन लिली भी lovelier flower के रेस को जीत नहीं पाया है. In the final 6 lines of the poem, we have found a solution to crowning an undisputed queen. The goddess Flora creates a brand new flower named as the lotus, which is both rose red and lily white, that is pink in color, a mixture of both red and white colors, amalgamation of both eastern and western cultures, and has characteristics of both the flowers. Interestingly, when the title of the poem is the lotus, the flower itself is not mentioned until the final lines of the poem. Poet is very clever here. उसने अभी तक अपने poem में lotus flower का नाम नहीं लिया until the last 2 lines. जब तक last के 2 lines नहीं आ गई तब तक उसने नाम नहीं लिया. The lotus flower is a well-known symbol of India as well as of Hindu mythology. हमें पता है Hindus they pray lotus as a sacred flower. भगवान का दिया मानकर उसकी पूजा भी करते हैं. We can see the author showcasing her pride in her own religion because she is Hindu in nature and Indian culture. She is a proud Indian. That is why she is having a proud Indian culture as she presents the idea that the lotus is the most beautiful of all the flowers. Okay. The lotus poem begins with the conflict between the rose and the lily flower. The goddess of love, named as Aphrodite, approached the flower goddess Flora to create a flower that would be undoubtedly be the queenliest of all flowers. Both lily and the rose used their bards of power. Bards होते हैं poets जो कि उनकी तारीफ में कुछ कुछ गाते हैं in the fight over the queenliest flower title. Bards are the poets which are associated with spiritual power and traditions of England, Scotland and Ireland. Means from west side. Toru uses Greek and Roman mythology as support for her Hindu beliefs and to establish her stand. अपने जो उसने बात कही है कि मेरा जो कल्चर है, मेरा इंडियन रिलीजन है, उसके ऊपर अडिग रहने के लिए उसने अपने ग्रीक एंड रोमन माइथोलॉजी को यूज़ किया है टू सपोर्ट हिंदुइज्म एज द बेस्ट कल्चर ऑफ ऑल द अदर कल्चर्स. The rose is described as never reaching the level of lily flower because the lily has a strong-willed outer appearance. क्यों? Why? Because lily flower को बोला गया it is stately in her pride, means it is quite majestic. In the line 8 of the poem, we reach the climax where all the flower groups form cliques in bitter conflict with the soul's essence. उनके बीच में युद्ध चल रहा है. The goddess flower is given a task of creation of a flower as delicious as rose, सुंदर रोज के जैसा, and stately as lily in her pride, majestic उसके जैसा. Lines 9 to 14 of the poem describe the solution to the problem of finding the queenliest flower of all. Toru has Flora create a flower that is both red as a rose and white as a lily. Thus, the combination of both has been created, and that is the lotus flower, which has characteristics of rose and a lily combined and created the beautiful lotus flower. I hope this poem was very easy and it understood, and you people might have understood it well. And one more point in the poem. In my last lecture, I said Arav is the student who came first in class. Along with that, this position has been shared by Varunavi as well. Please make sure not only Arav has bagged the first position in class 5A result. Along with that, Varunavi has also got first position. So please make a note of it. Okay. Now, why lotus was chosen by Toru as the queenliest of all flowers? Lotus को क्यों choose किया गया as queen of all flowers? The lotus is a national symbol of India and the Hindu faith. The overall theme of the poem is the pride of Indian culture over and the Hindu religion over Western culture. The idea of Hindu being the ultimate religion of the world is the main focus of the poem, The Lotus. हिंदुइज्म इज़ पॉलीथीस्टिक इन नेचर. पॉलीथीस्टिक का मतलब होता है बहुत सारे भगवान हैं, जिसमें हमारे हिंदू रिलीजन में 33 करोड़ देवी देवताएं हैं. एंड देर आर डिफरेंट बिलीव्स, दे आर प्रैक्टिस्ड थ्रू आइडल वर्शिप. द आइडल्स कैन बी ह्यूमन भी हो सकते हैं लाइक ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश. एनिमल्स भी हो सकते हैं लाइक जामवंत, लाइक सम गरुड़, सम बर्ड्स और समथिंग, or natural such as the sun god. Each idol has a form of symbolism which represents knowledge, wealth and strength among a few things. Toru wanted to acknowledge her Indian background. क्योंकि वो belong करती थी इंडिया से, तो she always wanted कि Indian background should always exceed in all other backgrounds. That is why she has chosen this flower as the queen of all flowers. Although she had travelled and received her education abroad during her childhood, she still believes India to be her home. फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. Indian tradition explains the lotus flower springs not only from earth but also from the surface of water, and it will remain pure and unblemished. Unblemished का मतलब दाग धब्बा कोई नहीं लगेगा उसके ऊपर. Ignoring the impurity of water. The purity of the lotus expresses the idea of supernatural birth and appearance of the first created entity from ancient water of chaos. आपको पता है ancient water of chaos का मतलब समुद्र मंथन की तरफ से सबसे पहले जो पैदा हुआ था वो लोटस फ्लावर ही था. And thus lotus is observed as the medium of the Hindu creator Narayana and his second being called Brahma. So Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, they are very strongly associated with this lotus flower. Because of this Hinduism, this flower has been chosen as the traditional and the national flower of India. That is why it is very close to people who belong to India. Toru uses the idea of Greek and Roman goddesses to create a Western understanding of Hinduism and its divine faith of the lotus flower. Now about the poetess, as you can see, as I've told you already, Toru Dutt was a Bengali. She was a well-known poet of India. She was born of an affluential, rich family. Her mother had deep-sighted knowledge of the Hindu scriptures like the Mahabharata, the Ramayana and all others. Though the family was deeply influenced by the Western culture, she had connection to India and its roots. उसका बहुत गहरा संबंध था भारत से और उसकी जड़ों से. Her family had embraced Christianity because she had stayed outside. तो वो influence था उसके मन में. So Christianity they had adopted. Had an ability to excel in her writing at a young age and is one of the most famous Indo-Anglican poets of India. She mastered the lotus in the Petrarchan style by separating the poem into two divisions, the octave and the sestet. Octave is the first 8 lines, sestet is the next 6 lines. Toru was able to present the problem of searching the queen list of all flowers in the octave. First 8 lines में उसने question पूछा कौन सा flower, next 6 lines में उसने खुद ही resolve कर दिया और answer बता दिया the lotus flower by combining the rose and the lily flowers together. He used rose and the lily in the poem to describe the west and the east. The lily is the representation of white race and the rose depicts the reddish skin tone of the eastern race such as her native India. Thus the poem Lotus indicates a fusion between the west and the east. Although Toru herself was raised as a Christian with western ideology, she was able to relate herself back to the eastern roots of India in the sonnet. उसका दिल हमेशा से हिंदुस्तानी ही रहा है. The lotus is a representation of Toru and her cultural encounters living in Western Europe. She interlaces her Western experience and education in order to create herself as the beautiful native Indian lotus flower. उसने खुद को एक lotus flower बनाया जो कि इंडियन था, रहता बाहर था, बाहर का मतलब lily flower, अंदर रहता था मतलब Indian. So she combined both these together and she framed a new flower that means the lotus flower और उसने खुद को depict किया कि I am a combination of both these cultures together. Now I hope this poem is really very easy and understanding for you. I hope you have learnt this poem in a very easy manner. Kindly watch my video once again so as to get the complete overview of the poem. एक बार poem को दोबारा से पढ़ लेना. Read it aloud and then only you will get to know कि कौन सी poem में कौन सी line में क्या बात कही गई है. And if you have any doubts, kindly write in the comment section. First thing. Second thing, try to give feedbacks as far as possible you can in the Google Classroom interface itself. Kindly do not give me any kind of feedback on WhatsApp. It is very difficult for me to read all those on WhatsApp and then write your reviews about the same. And it is a sincere request to you to please mark your attendance on the Google Classroom interface itself. Those who are not marking their attendance on that interface, I am marking absent for all of them. Please be very sure that you give me 100% attendance. And if you in case any doubts are there, kindly write in the comment section. And for better understanding, kindly watch these videos on the bigger screens on your TV screens, download them and watch them easily. Thank you. Stay safe, stay inside, watch yourselves and watch your family. Please stay together and be separated and be safe from coronavirus. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.